I wanted us to look at this, the lithium deal, but unfortunately, I'm being told that please find out whether we still have the 30 minutes or it's been cut short. Well, we have just 10 minutes. Okay, we have just 10 minutes. I don't know how we're going to do this, Kwesi. Just 10 minutes to look at the lithium deal.
It's possible. I don't think that the issues are that deep, but I just found the relevant provisions of the 1992 Constitution on the Attorney General. It's very short. It's Article 88, subsection 1. Okay. There shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal officer to government. 2. The Attorney General shall discharge such other duties of a legal nature as may be referred or assigned to him by the President or imposed on him by the Constitution or any other law. 3. The Attorney General shall be responsible for the initiation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offences. All! He has to initiate it, according to the Constitution. All offences prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or any other person authorized by him in accordance with any other law. It's clear, very, very clear, you know. The Attorney General shall be responsible for the institution and conduct of all civil cases on behalf of the state, and all civil proceedings against the state shall be instituted against the Attorney General as defendant. The Attorney General shall have audience in all courts in Ghana. Very, very clear.
Yeah.
You understand? It's very clear.
Okay, so I think it settles it.
Yes, but let's come back.
So let's come back to lithium. So the Daily Statesman today has a story in there. The Crusading Guide has a story in there. The Publisher has a story on lithium.
So many.
So many of them, almost all of them. But perhaps let me just look at the...
Because we don't have enough time.
Yes, just a paragraph.
It's
just
a very simple matter.
Yes, let me just look at a paragraph of this and then you can come, because you'll always encourage me to at least read the story before you. But APL raises red flags over a potential $630 million loss in lithium deal. The story is here. And they were told that the Africa policy lens, APL has cautioned that Ghana stands to lose between $210 million and $630 million if the government proceeds with this proposed reduction of the royalty rate for the Barari DV Ghana Limited lithium agreement from 10% to 5%. The erstwhile Akufo-Addo government, after securing cabinet approval to review royalties for lithium and associated minerals, negotiated an upward revision to 10%, giving Ghana an additional 5% royalty above the standard rate in the mining sector. However, the new Mahama administration, despite having criticized the earlier arrangement as inadequate, has now proposed halving the agreed 10% rates, sparking widespread backlash from policy analysis and civil society groups. Now, in the statement analyzing the controversy, APL said it was surprised that the government appeared prepared to forego a mutually agreed position that significantly benefits Ghana. Kwesi, your brief thoughts.
You see, if you read the newspapers and watch the media, you get the impression that Ghana has lost. Ghana has lost a whooping $630 million. It's not true. We haven't lost anything.
True.
Now, if you follow the media, you also get the impression that Ghana has changed the existing agreement. No agreement has been changed.
Right.
Okay? So, this is just fluff. Now, listen, I'm reading this from this newspaper, The Custodian, today. The first paragraph. It says, the Policy Research and Analysis Organization, Africa Policy Lens, has warned of a huge financial loss of up to $630 million to the state should the National Democratic Congress government reduce agreed royalty rate of the lithium deal between Barari DV Ghana and the Barari DV
yes.
of Ghana and Ghana.
It's actually how do you call it? The parent company is Atlantic Lithium.
No problem.
Yes.
So clearly, the agreement has not been changed.
Yeah.
The agreement has not been changed. No loss has occurred. You understand? What has happened is that there's a proposed legislation which will set the minimum threshold at 5%. It doesn't mean that the old agreement is going to be changed.
Right.
It's just going to set a minimum threshold of 5%.
True.
Now, listen to this paragraph, which is also very, very interesting. It says, assuming lithium concentrate prices remain within the range of $1,000 to $3,000 over the projected 12-year mine life, with annual production of 350,000 tons, Ghana would forfeit between 210 million and 630 million if royalties were reduced from 10 to 5%. What does this mean? All kinds of assumptions. Assuming the current prices are maintained. Assuming. And if we even assume the current prices are maintained, the range is between 210 million to 630 million. Look at the wide range. Propaganda. Pure classical propaganda. You understand? And in any case, we are also told by the same analysis that the prices of lithium on the world market has been dropping. You understand? And we are told by the same analysis that it could drop by even up to 30% and so on. So please, let's deal with reality and stop this speculation which doesn't answer any question and just throws more confusion into the public domain.
Okay, Eric.
The agreement has not been changed. The royalty level has not been changed. This is about speculation based on certain price indicators. That's all. Abba.
Eric.
I think that, like Kwesi said, the issue has been the proposed legislation where the industry players and the CSOs are up in arms about the fact that even with the existing 10% royalties, where we all know what happened where there was major opposition, and that if there's a proposed legislation that now actually brings it to 5%, then that actually is actually inconsistent with that particular thing. I took my time to do a bit of research. I mean, and sometimes, I mean, it's like, and I think that I'm taking it from the Uncle Kwesi's playbook. This thing's about getting an international entity to come in and invest $30 million. I mean, that's all that you require. $30 million to now give you, even if it's 10% royalties or whatever, and we cannot find funding sources locally and be innovative in terms of taking advantage of some of these things. I mean, still beats my imagination.
Okay.
I was listening to Dr. Yeah, exactly. You know, the $30 million to invest in that. You know, you see, and our priorities are misplaced. I'm not going to bash any public policy position. I mean, so if the priority is in Kokon Ketenkete and all of those things, public policy things that one day we get opportunity to discuss, and we cannot think through this whole thing and say that as a country we find the funding to actually or find local people to invest in this particular thing, then we are actually missing the point, because even the importance of lithium, because of the advent of EV cars and batteries and all sorts of things in terms of pharmaceutical and medical equipment and all of that. It's something that we should be minded by, you know. So even the approach itself, as far as I'm concerned, it's wrong. Okay,
Eric, it's always a pleasure to have you join us on the Good Morning Ghana. Thank you so very much for your time, and also Mr. Kwesi Pratt. Kwesi, thank you so very much for joining us. Same time, hopefully, God willing, next week I'm sure that we'll have the team here again. My name is Aldo Mo. Thanks for watching Good Morning Ghana, and assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. Bye bye.